How are you?
Hi there. My question is for Kellen. Kellen, I feel like Poseidon is a really well-explored character in literature, and I was wondering what kind of research you did to get ready to play this character.
Little Mermaid's my favorite movie. I had to watch that numerous times to get the roll down. I love my character again. King of the Wetness. Yes.
What did he say?
Ocean, sea, what?
Hi there.
Hi, my question's for Tarsem.
Is this Michael Bay? No.
No.
Hi, Michael.
Hello, Tarsem.
Awesome.
I'm a really big fan of The Fall and also The Cell.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I
If
wanted
more
to
than
just-
3 people had bought tickets for that thing, well, anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I bought a ticket,
Okay.
so.
You probably downloaded it from Chinese site, I don't know. Okay, go for it.
I wanted to ask, coming from movies where you use a lot of practical sets with such amazing set design, how do you go, and what are the challenges to going to something that's so much blue screen?
I think I kind of had a reaction like the god of cinema who was here right now before us, Coppola, when he made Apocalypse Now. He had gone to such a hardcore place and made that film. The next thing he wanted to do was, a movie completely in a studio, completely controlled. I kind of had a reaction like that. I'd done it in 28 countries, blown all my money, and felt like doing a movie in a much more controlled environment. And it's a completely different kettle of fish. Is that an expression?
Kettle of fish, yes.
Kettle of fish. It's a completely
Fish kettle,
different thingy-majig.
Fish kettle's fine.
Fish kettle.
Kettle of fish. We're good. Hello.
Hi, I have a question for the beautiful Frida Pinto up there. I wanted to know, what was your favorite part about filming this film?
The producers.
Actually, watching the men. I think it's very rare that you get to be part of a film where the men have to bear it all and the women can just be all covered. So this was a definite treat for me. And on a more serious note, working with Tarsem. He's got an amazing vision. And I think, I always say he's got an imagination of a 3-year-old, and only he can bring it out and put it out there the way he's done. So it's very difficult to, it's very easy to work with someone like him. Very difficult to imagine what he's imagining at that point in time, but it's nice to just lose yourself in a visionary director's imagination like Tarsem.
If I hear visionary once again, I'm going to...
Oh, okay, I'll take it back. Imaginative.
I'm going to kiss you, I was going to say.
Hi there.
Okay, I'm back. Steven, I'm a huge fan of yours. What was your experience on the set of Immortals?
A lot of sweat, a lot of dirt, a lot of getting in shape and flirting with Frida's character. Watching Tarsem run around, he's got a great energy. He was born to kind of, I think, direct these kinds of films. He can lead an army, and I just followed, and that was that.
Thank you.
Fantastic. All right, guys. Well, so I want to, do we have any more questions? No? Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit more about, Tarsem, you talked a little bit about 3D. There's interesting divisions among fans, among Hollywood when it comes to 3D, and it's been fascinating watching that ongoing debate. Where do you think it stands now? I mean, when you look at 3D, what's your takeaway?
I think it's an aesthetic call. It's kind of in retrospect. I don't know. Maybe 30, 40 years from now, we'll see it differently. It's kind of like, the work of Giotto or anybody before the Renaissance kind of figured out how perspective works. You've got a 3D picture on a 2D surface. There's lots of inherent problems. This stuff is going to date very badly. You'll start seeing it change, and in 30, 40 years when there's holograms, or if you're going to plug yourself into a computer, God knows where it's going. You're going to look at it like as ancient as the hieroglyphics of the ancient, the Egyptians. So for me, I think it's changing, but I think it has an aesthetic form that is still very valid. It's kind of like, the work of Giotto. You don't look at it and just say he didn't understand perspective. Why is Jesus so big and the other people so small? It's an aesthetic call that you make. So for me, trying to show a globe which is in 3D on a 2D surface, the land masses are never equal. The person's head is much bigger than this. You make aesthetic calls. So I look at this and I just think it's a very valid thing to do. It works right now. It'll probably date, but hey, such is life.
Yeah. No.